Okay, we're doing this. We're doing this, I guess. Hey there, everyone. It is Anthony here on Single and Placing. Hello, hello, hello. I decided to do a pop-up live to do a little kitting up. I received a Queens Atelier canvas. I actually received 2 Queens Atelier canvases. One I purchased, and then the other one was sent to me or gifted to me from the shop owner. They've been incredibly sweet, working with me throughout the Summer of Seoul series that I've been doing. And when they asked me if I wanted, or, they asked to send me a kit, they let me pick, and they gave me a list of kits to pick from. And it just so happened that the one kit that I originally wanted from Queens Atelier when I first discovered the shop, but it was sold out at the time, was going to be coming back in stock in May, June. So I said, I want that one. I want that one. That's the one I've been eyeing the entire time. And so they were like, okay, once it comes in stock, we'll send it to you. So here it is. This is called The King That Embraces the Moon. The King That Embraces the Moon. Let me actually, I'm going to move this. Sorry, I'm just moving some stuff around on StreamYard. That way I can see the chat and change the music when the song ends. Okay, so anyway, the King That Embraces the Moon. I'm a fan of male depiction in diamond painting, so to get one that is not only a male depiction in diamond painting, but it is also totally my vibe in terms of style. I love the traditional Korean dress that this gentleman is wearing. I like the softness of it. It's totally my vibe. It's totally my vibe. Usually, I'll be straight up, usually with male depictions in diamond painting, a lot of times it's like very buff, masculine, which is not a problem, but like just ripped guys. Like I remember when I got the Druid from Diamond Art Club, and it was just like, they're all Thors, everything's a Thor. And so I've always wanted something a little softer, a little bit more, not as like man's man, and I'm obsessed. So, hello, welcome in, Kathy. Hi, says, hi, Anthony, I really like that one. Sandy says, I just ordered from Sam in Japan. Oh, nice. Avari says, hello. Oh, I love that one. And Michelle says, hi, Anthony, joining you on my vacation from my hotel room in Bangor, Maine. Ooh, are you doing a little Stephen King tour? That is a beautiful image you are sitting up. Kidding up, not sitting, kidding up. So, yeah, I got this in. I just finished the unboxing, recording the unboxing, and I went to box it up, and I was walking it to the closet, and I said, absolutely not. I can't, I'm not going to be able to stop thinking about it. I have to get this at least kitted up, if not start picking at it. So I brought it back out, and I was like, let me go live and hang out with the folks. So, all right. So I'll leave that out. So I can reference it for kitting up, and if people ask as they trickle in. Hello, folks that are trickling in. Michelle says, yes, I went to King's Home today. Oh, nice. That's awesome. So, yeah, I had to do it. This is, I buried the lead. This is a 80 by 60 centimeter square drill canvas with 60 colors. It has 2 ABs, 2 jelly drills, 2 crystals, and 64 fairy dust. This is a full fairy dust canvas. So that was one of the reasons why I fell in love not only with the artwork, but I was like, oh, it's all fairy dust, and it's a fairy dust from a Korean shop that's in deeper tones and not all the neutrals and pastels. Like, I gotta see this. So I'm so happy to finally have it. Again, thank you, Queens Atelier. Okie dokie. So I'm gonna need, I also wanted to do some more show and tell. So I filmed the unboxings of the 2 kits I got today, and they came with some extra goodies. Some I bought, some were gifted to me, and so I wanted to share those with you. So this is a total spoiler for the unboxings, but I was too excited. But I did want to call out, if you aren't familiar, Queens Atelier does this incredible packaging where it is very like it's just very handmade, and there's a lot of care and attention. So your thank you note actually gets sent in this beautiful wax paper envelope, and it's hand sealed, wax sealed from Queens Atelier themselves. That's their logo, and it says Queens Atelier Premium Diamond Painting. So you have to like break the little wax seal to get to your thank you note. It's just it makes me feel very fancy. And it's not like they're exorbitantly expensive kits. They're actually not that bad. It's the shipping that is pricey. It's, I think, $35 flat shipping to the US right now, which honestly isn't the worst in the world, coming from Korea. They hold stock. It is not drop ship. They hold stock so they can do all this extra stuff. And it got to me in about a week and a half from the time that the order was placed. So it's not that bad. But yeah, pricing on kits is anywhere from 55 to 90, and this kit is in stock right now. It is $81, and it's an 80 by 60. So shipping's, a hit, but not as bad as some other international shops. Okay, so the funsies that they gave and / I bought is two of the kits. Two of the kits each kit comes with a roll of washi tape. One of them was this white washi tape, and I think the other one was this black, but I ordered the green. Oh, I wasn't even white, black, green, and orange just to match future kits. I love this washi tape. It's very thick and sturdy. But it sticks to the canvas really well. It's not the type of washi tape that'll like pop or pull. But what I loved is it didn't tear when I removed it from the canvas. I didn't have to pick little pieces of washi tape off of the poured glue at the end. This stuff held together so well. So, and it's not, I think it's like a few bucks. Hey, Matt. Hello, darling. Okay, so then I ordered this. This is a 3D printed Queens Atelier crown, but it's printed in this like giant paper clip, and it's meant to clip your canvas in place when you've rolled it back. I tried it. It worked on the one side, but the other side was unrolling, and I think that's just because there were no drills on it. I tried it on the canvas I was unboxing, but I may get a second one. So I ordered that. Then Queens Atelier sent over a cover minder. It's the Queens Atelier crown. It's one of those 3D printed cover minders where the magnet's like invisible in the backing. Okay, then they sent as a giftie a resin baby tray, and this is like a little butterfly. This came with this kit. I guess I'll do the star, and then we'll do some supporting cast. So the star of the accessories that I got, this is a Queens Atelier diamond painting tray. What? Her comes me. Avari said, hi, Matt. Matt says, her comes me. Come to critique. It's totally fine. But anyone else think Anthony sound isn't up? Oh my God. If you're not joking, well, actually, either way, if you're serious, please tell me. I didn't ask about volume levels, but if it is too quiet, tell me, and I'll turn it up. Matt, get out of here. Okay. Are you being serious? I can't tell with you. Do I need to turn it up? It's reverb for reals. I don't know if I don't know how to change that. What do you want me to do, Matt? Oh my God, Matt. Is that better? I turned it down. Okay, you know what? This is what Matt does. This is what Matt does. You think Matt's nice, and he's gonna come in and just sit and smile and just passively be happy with everything I do, blindly be happy. But what he comes in here and he does is he gets in my freaking head and then derails me and makes me like look in the mirror for a minute when I wasn't expecting to. And then I have to like recover. I have to like spend a couple minutes like getting back into it. You know what, Matt? I love you. Someone else tell me, is it bad? Am I good? I don't know. Okay, I'm moving on. I got this Queens Atelier tray, and I really like. It's a Queens Atelier 3D printed tray. It's black and gold. It's an interesting shape and design. What I found most interesting is that this is actually a roller, like a garage door roller. So to open your tray, you just pull it down, and it apparently rolls and hides underneath the tray when not in use. And it still has a little washi tape band at the bottom. Just a regular line tray. It's not gridded. And then this is actually the stopper for the funnel on the bottom. You see the funnel there? So the funnel is there, and it is angled. And it has this little stopper. But what I found most interesting was the roller door, garage door lid. So then you don't have to worry about where did my tray lid go, or oops, I dropped my tray and the lid popped off, because that's literally not going to go anywhere. I don't know. It's really cool. I wish it was bigger. I like a big tray, but I will be using this for confetti and detail work. I thought it was just really cool. All right. Next, we have, this comes for free with every kit. This is the Queens Atelier anti-static sheets. They appear to just be regular laundry sheets. They're a little bit thicker than a laundry sheet, but they have that clean linen scent, so that's what makes me think they're just chopped up laundry sheets. But we're going to try them today if we need them and see if they do the job. Okay, and then lastly, Queens Atelier did send me a little sample pack of their putty. It's called Dottie Putty, D-A-D-I, Dottie Putty. But I don't have that out, but I wanted to show the one that I did purchase. So this is their Dottie Putty, and it's in the shape of the Korean flag. And so I got this just for decoration. I have no plans on actually using this, but it's like a 14-gram piece of putty with the Korean flag. The shape's been embossed, and then Queens Atelier has gone through and hand painted the rest in. It's like a little hand-painted, or a big hand-painted putty. It's like double the size of a normal putty. But I just wanted to use this for progress photos on Instagram, or when I'm doing a new start from a Korean shop, use that as my putty. I thought that would be nice. So yeah. Matt says, ask someone else, please. Matt says, nope, that's some other guy who's just fun everywhere else. You're probably right. Okay, that was everything for the show and tell. So let's actually kit this bad boy up. I'm going to use the tray as my base. Well, that might be too small. Let's use a bigger tray. Okay. All right, I've got my Avery stickers here. I've got my Art Dot storage container set. I've got drills. I've got scissors if I need them. I have my marker. I have the legend. Okay, we are ready to go. So, yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Let me know how you're doing, what you're working on, if you're working on anything right now. And, yeah. Typical Anthony live style, I will jump in when there's comments and stuff to respond, but I'm comfortable with awkward, well, they're not awkward to me, but silences while we're listening to the music and hanging out. So if you're okay with that, I'm okay with it, and jump in anytime you feel like it's necessary, or even when it's not necessary. Jump in. Say hi. So that was a little AB. And that's our second AB. It's like a yellow AB. 3078 is the color. Kathy says, I'm anxious to hear how the putty is. Yes, I will use the sample during a whip and chat with this, or just any old whip and chat, I'll use the sample. I'm glad they gave me the sample because I wasn't intending on tearing into that putty. Oh, already off to a bad start. Whoops, sorry. Yeah, Queens Atelier they've been so nice to me. They did the written interview for the Summer of Seoul series talking about their shop, and then sent me this canvas, and then they released a new one fairly recently, and me and the shop owner were talking, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is beautiful. I need to go get that. And she's like, don't get it. And I was like, okay. So that's on its way. Okay, so here's some of their... Oh, I thought these were... I said in my unboxings that these were jelly drills. Oh, they still are. I guess glitter drills. I should have said glitter drills. But they're like, jelly drills with the glitter on top, and these are a gold glitter. Interesting. Kathy says... I thought it was daddy putty, like who's your daddy? Yeah, I think that's how you say it, but it's Dadi, D-A-D-I. Dadi. Or maybe Dadai? I don't know. This going live seemed like a really good idea, and I should have reminded myself, because when I was doing my unboxing, it's very hot in this room right now, and it's sitting under these lights is definitely churning up the heat. I'm a little sweaty. This is another glitter drill in kind of like a deeper gold. But I'll have that unboxing up in the next day or two. I just got too excited. So you're getting a super sneak peek because that unboxing is not up. I just finished it filming. So you're getting a super sneak peek at everything. Avari says, I'm blue. Oh no, oh no. It's okay, it's okay. I'm not going to ask you to do anything. If I do, no, I won't. Usually these lives are pretty chill. I don't think there's anyone here popping off except for Matt. But that's to be expected. All right, so this is our first fairy dust. It is 310 fairy dust. Cool. Wait. I'm blue? Oh no, oh no, oh no. What is that? Who's that by? Oh, it's the song. Oh, it's the song that's playing in the background. I'm like, what song? What is he saying? You think he's saying, I'm blue, oh no, oh no, oh no. I just hear like, oh, oh. I just hear, oh, oh, oh. I can't really make it out. You must have better ears than me. Wait, the song title is Cerulean Blue. You right. You right. Okay. All right. See, you knew more than me. I just picked these because I thought they were fun lo-fi jams. Okay. Liz, hello, says, Avari, I know what song you are talking about. Wait, it's like a popular song. I don't know. Now I'm confused. Now you're confusing me. Sorry, not the song. Sorry, not this song. The song from Eiffel 60. I'm blue da boo deep. Oh, I probably can't sing that. Now listen up, here's a story. That one. Okay, I got you. Liz retracted her message. Kathy says, me too. Liz, what were you gonna say? You gotta tell us now. Liz says, yes, that is the song. Okay. Okay. Avari says, yes, LOL. 6. Okay. Let's see about these static sheets, shall we? This feels like it's got a little... Yeah, it's got a little something in it. Okay. Now, I've been on the hunt for substitute dryer sheets once my Mary Magic anti-static sheets run out, and I've yet to find one, so we'll see. Liz says that is a bit coincidental. The lo-fi song has cerulean in the title. I can see how that was confusing. Yes, it was. I was like, what are you... What? I'm going to cut it in half. Oh, there's instructions. I should have read those. Hold on. There's instructions. Place it in the plastic bag with the beads and shake to remove static electricity. Alternatively, hold the dryer sheet with tweezers, place in the bag, and swirl it around for about 10 times. I'm going to place it with tweezers because I don't want the fragrance getting on my hands, and then I'll shake. I'll shake it, baby. Matt says, I'm consistent if nothing else. I'm a general PIA everywhere. And then Avari says, sorry. No, don't be sorry. I was like, what? What? Ooh. I'm seeing some static getting antied. That's nice. That is a better job than I've seen any other anti-static sheet do aside from Mary Mud. It doesn't feel like, you know how static sheets have that kind of fibrous quality and are almost slightly translucent? These are a solid material. They almost look like a wet nap that you would get at like a barbecue place. Liz says, is there a difference between anti-static sheets and dryer sheets? I believe so. I used to use dryer sheets exclusively all the way up until last year. I switched over to the Mary Magic anti-static sheets, and she uses a different fabric material and actually treats them herself with whatever. I've heard recipes where people will dilute fabric softener, and that's how they do it. So it could be a number of different things that she's using, but it really zaps the static out of your drills, and that's usually done by the drills getting some sort of very thin coating of something that protects it from the static charge. So the drills are getting coated in like a fabric softener, kind of like a fabric sheet or dryer sheet. But some of these brands either are just using dryer sheets and scenting them, or they're coming up with their own custom way. And certainly Mary Mud does that because I know how she does it, kind of. But these feel like they might be something special. They're also kind of glossy. And they smell kind of like clean linen. They could be Korean brand dryer sheets that just work better than the US ones. I don't know. I need to ask Queens Atelier. But that worked really well. But yeah, I was a dryer sheet man for... what, 3 years, and then I switched. Sometimes the dryer sheets didn't work as well as you'd want them to, and I didn't want everything smelling linen fresh all the time. So, yeah. Liz says, good to know. Thank you for the explanation. I don't like how dryer sheets get those little fibers on my drills. Yeah, the Merry Magic anti-static sheets do not do that. They don't put fibrous things on, or fibers on your drills. I will say though that when I first started using them, I was leaving them in the containers. I would just put one in here, shake it up, put it in there, and it lived in the container the entire time. I found that whatever fluid or liquid or whatever's in there, oils, it started to stick to my tray or my containers. So when I'd pull it out, there would be a whole bunch of the static sheet just like stuck inside my containers. So I stopped doing that. I put it in there, shake it, get out the static, then remove the sheet, and then store it. And if I come back to it when I actually work on this kit and they're still static, I can just drop one in there and shake it and remove it like I did before. So yeah, I don't think... Oh, yeah. Yep, here's one. Do you see... Can you see the inside of that container, how there's those lines in there? That's actually dryer sheets or anti-static sheets stuck in there because it fused to the jar. Here's a worse one. Get that. See how there's all that anti-static sheet stuck in there? Yeah. Matt says, I still just do dryer sheet. There is still some residue, but the Merry Magic getting stuck on the residue is kind of a turnoff. Yeah, if you're not wanting to remove them immediately after shaking to get rid of the static, then it is a problem. So, and I haven't even cleaned any of mine. Someday I will go in there with alcohol and clean them, but for now, I've learned how to work with it. Dryer sheets are totally fine. These just happen to work better and last longer. Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay. Queens Atelier. You really just... You're making me fall in love. That works really well. Liz says, oh, sheet, I can see the leftover. Are you going to try leaving the QA sheets in the drill container? No, because I don't do that anymore. And I've learned that one dryer sheet, when you're kitting up like this, can kill the static. I keep saying dryer sheet because that's just, you know, it's ingrained. One anti-static sheet from Merry Mud, we'll see how long this one lasts, but one from Merry Mud one single square can knock out the static from an entire kit, like an entire 60, 70 color kit. So to me, it's more economical to do that than to leave 70 something sheets in every container, you know, because I mean, they come in packs of 60, and I think a pack of 60 was like $8. So you're going to be leaving $10 worth of anti-static sheets in your storage set, when really you only need one at a time. So yeah, that's why I think removing it is actually the most practical way of doing it. Matt says, I've even avoided Static Guard spray on a Q-tip and swish. I know Static Guard does leave an oily residue, maybe worth a deep dive, science-y comparison with more of these hitting the market. Maybe I'll start holding on to them. I bought some from a shop called Nebula Artistry on Etsy, and they didn't work at all. Like, I think I'm not sure if I included that in a video somewhere, but it almost felt like the static got worse after I finished shaking the bag. I was like, oh, well, that's not right at all. So maybe I should do some sort of little comparison. I don't know. Or someone should. Matt, why don't you just do it? Matt, you do it. Okay? You do it. Liz says, makes sense. Can you reuse them, or is it just one and done? No. I mean, I've been using this same square for all of these trays. I'm going to use it till it stops working, and then I know approximately the longevity of it. But usually when a square is... I've used a square for a whole kit, I will set it aside and keep using that one for kitting ups until it's gone. It usually lasts like one kit and a little bit more. Or I'll just put it back in the bag. I don't mind. I'll just stick it right back in the bag with the new ones, because you can kind of tell which ones have been used, because they do go from being very compact and like tightly fibrous. They do breathe, and you see them open up a little bit after they've been used and shaken and folded. You know how fabric does, but they don't leave fibers behind. And this one doesn't seem to be doing that either. It seems more dense, like I said, like a wet nap. I don't know. Okay. Is that Vaughn? Is that Vaughn? Hello, Vaughn. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? Liz says, interesting, Matt. Good to know. Do you use static spray on your trays? Thoughts? Vaughn says, hi, Anthony. Hi, everyone. Matt says, one day I've had many ideas for those nerdy type things. Then I realize Anthony is going to hyper analyze my video quality and rip me to shreds. I've only done that one time, Matt. You need to reframe your opinion. Avari says, hi, Vaughn. Matt, you know what? You know what? Matt? Can you come back here and meet me over here for a second? Matt, can you just step into the back room for a minute? Matt, go ahead and follow me to the office. Matt says, haha, you know I'm just playing. I know you are. And then Vaughn says, Matt, you could do an anonymous AI video about it. Vaughn says there are breakdowns. What is this? Certain people's comments have like a little logo next to it. Are those members? Someone tell me. It looks like almost like a Japanese symbol with an A in front of it. What is that? I don't know what that is. Do you guys know what that is? Hold on. Windmills, I'm so sorry. I don't have your name written down, and I'm horrible at remembering unless I write it down. And I'm sure I should know. Is it? It's not Liz as well, is it? No. Avari says yes. The star is members. Okay, some of them have stars. Michelle. Yes, of course. Some of these comments have stars, but like one of Vaughn's that says there are breakdowns, there's something next to it on my computer. I don't know. The star is members. Okay. Well, look at you, Avari. Was that a flex? Vaughn says, I was sitting outside watching the sunset until my solar tiki lights came on. Calm and gorgeous. It's so nice out. I have the fan going and I can still barely see the foothills poking up. Barely. Matt says, little maybe trick that I'm still playing with is coating trays with the ceramic coating meant for car detailing. Pretty promising so far. Interesting. That's really cool. Avari says, LOL. I've used the Ditzy Spritzy spray a couple times on dirty trays, and it really does help with them slipping around. I just don't use it very often because mainly I use it to clean trays. So I think I've only used it twice because I need to dirty up my trays. Okay. Michelle. Oh, this has everybody's names on it. I can't put that on camera. Okay. I got it. Windmills. Okay. Michelle, I have you down, and now I will remember because I will keep referencing that until I get it. Okay. Windmill says brushing the dog and listening. Michelle, I say that and immediately do it again. And Matt says, if I do an AI video, I'll get a full-blown public call-out video reaction instead of just harassing in the comments. No, you won't. No, you won't. Well, you won't get it from me. Maybe. You never know. You never know how I'm feeling. Okay. Liz says you'll have to... Vaughn's laughing. Liz says you'll have to keep us updated on the coding. Glad it's working for you. Yeah, that's very interesting. How do you apply? Is it just like a liquid that you brush on? Matt says Ditzy spray is what got the wheels turning on nice slide trays. I don't have her spray, but they are really smooth out of the box. Oh, I ordered a Ditzy's tray. It's on its way. It's on its way. Her diamond painting kits and the trays, at least right now, come in separate orders. I think that's how it's always going to be, I'm pretty sure she said. Okay. I do want to do a shake through of a couple of these colors because I just am hyper curious to see what they look like, but we haven't quite gotten there. So again, when I go live, I usually just put on some music like this, and I don't mind just sitting and chilling until Matt comes in and says something or anyone else. Then I'll jump back in. But yeah, it's just kind of fun to chill out and just know that there's, you got company. It's like having company over. Matt says it's just a spray detailer. Spray, wipe off, leaving a thin layer and let cure. Cool. That's really cool. If you discover something, you're going to have to do a video. How else are you going to get the word out? Coming into everyone's lives and harassing them? Matt says, will do. Doesn't last as long as I was hoping, but maybe because 3D printed is far more porous. Yeah, I could see a lot of it just getting sucked up. When I first started getting Mooney made trays and they would get dirty, I thought I could just hand wash them, like dunk them under the sink with some dish soap. I cannot tell you, the first time I did that with, it was a white tray, the entire tray turned like this grayish color, it was like white to like a slightly kind of dirty white because it had soaked up so much water and soap. It was just like living in there. It was kind of yucky. I set it outside and let it air dry, and I still have it, but I don't use it very often because I remember what I did to it. Kathy says, need to run. Early work day tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone. You too. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Okay. I need yellows. Now I need to know about this coding. Will you tell me, Matt? I'm a free sharer, not ever trying to get more than a hobby out of diamond painting. For me, I'll just share all my crazy ideas. Okay. Well, if you come up with a formula and you want to share it let me know and I'll spread I'll try it. I'll do a video trying Matt's crazy coat. Matt's diamond something. 15. Liz says, oh no, I was thinking about doing that. Soaking in soapy water. I can't do that to those precious Mooney Made trays. It didn't ruin it. It was just, it kind of icked me out. You know, I mean, it was just soap and water, but just knowing that there's moisture living in my tray for gosh knows how long. Like, I didn't like the idea. I'm sure it was fine, but I was like, oh, am I going to have a moldy tray? Okay, this one's pretty static ridden. So let's see what this little guy is able to do here. I will say the scent is quite intense and it is very laundry detergent. I wouldn't be surprised if this is just some sort of like upgraded from Korea dryer sheet that we just don't get the good stuff over here. But they could have decided to scent it that way as well. But yeah, it's a little, I'm just, you know, that clean linen fresh. I find it kind of stinging. It's just a little too harsh sometimes. But I'll tell you what, I mean, that really works. I'm gonna ask Queens Atelier, like, what's the deal? Do you make these? Are they they give them away for free with each kit, so you're not paying for them. I don't think they even sell them as a separate product. So if they come back and like, oh yeah, they're just XYZ, it's a Korean brand, you can get them anywhere. I'll ask if I can spread the word, because this is the best I've seen. Other than it's on par with Merry Magic anti-static sheets. Liz is laughing. Yeah, I'm into this. Oh, there's a little gnat in here. Not Matt, Nat. Vaughn says, I was organizing ABs once and so impressed with how nicely they smelled. Soon realized it was the dryer sheet. Duh. I tell you what, I do that all the time. I was just talking about that on my Whippin' chat, how the scent from the Merry Magic anti-static sheets, it will remind me of the last time I've used that scent, which was last summer. And I was like, oh, why am I getting, like, I was like, this smells so pleasant. It smells like the theme park. And maybe it was a little bit of that, but it's just because I was diamond painting. I was traveling and doing all the roller coaster stuff while I used that scent for the first time. So now that's locked in. That scent is summer 25. So we'll see what this one ends up giving me when I go back to do it. But yeah, that is so, what is that? It's just, why does it smell like summer? Oh, it's the dryer sheet or the static sheet. Yeah, that is killing it. Dang. Oh. Mary, you're gonna need to pay attention to this. This is the actual first competitor or comparable product that I've experienced, and it's free with purchase, so yeah. Okay. 18. Don't worry about it, Vaughn. I'm just kidding. I'll tell you. Hold on. Let me play the new song. This will be 9. Well, this will be 9 kitted up. As far as kits with drills down, 3. I have 3 kits with drills down, an additional 6 kitted up, not started. Yeah, and I'm not done. I got my kit from Ditsy's Diamond Den. I ordered that thing on launch day, and which was the 10th. Was that the 10th? I think so. And it got here. So it took 6 days for it to get here, which was crazy fast. And then I got a Fallon Gems kit. They reached out to me and offered me a good discount code as a first-time buyer with the opportunity to join their affiliate program. I don't know. But I took them up on it because I was paying as well. It wasn't just a free kit. Otherwise, I would have gotten 2. But I got one from them that's sitting in the kitchen as well that needs to be kitted up. And then I have a kit from New Zealand that is partially unboxed. I plan on finishing that unboxing and kitting that up. So that will put me at 12. Vaughn says, I know you're not done. 26, here he comes. Yeah, I was joking about that 26 and 26 and how crazy it sounded. But I've heard that you can modify that. So if I'm allowed to count everything that I kitted up this year overall, I've already kitted up 7 kits, and now I'll have an additional 12 by the end of the week. So what's that? 19? So I need to do 7 more kit ups between now and the end of the year. Or including the few that I'm going to be doing. And that's going to be honestly pretty attainable as long as I keep finishing, because I don't have enough. I was just about to say something. Here, I can do this. I can do this without oversharing. I was just about to say that I don't have enough storage sets. I'm like 2 or 3 storage sets off from being able to do all of this without buying more. And then I realized that I do have some additional storage sets sitting somewhere. Yeah, I think I can do it. Michelle says, hi, Anthony. There's a special Mooka exhibit here in Kansas City Nelson Atkins Art Museum this summer, FY, in case you are doing any traveling through August. That is good to know. I am. And I will be honest, had something not changed today, I probably would have been planning a trip through Kansas City because I want to do a Six Flags / theme park run. So I wanted to do Six Flags is at St. Louis, and then there's, what is the one in Kansas City? Is that Six Flags Mid-America or something? I don't remember. But that was pending a trip to Texas. And that trip to Texas was depending on if they were going to open a new roller coaster there. Worlds of Fun. Navari says, woohoo, go Anthony. That depended on a new roller coaster opening at Six Flags over Texas. And it just got announced that it's opening next week. So that's a go. So I'm going to Texas most likely in September. Most likely. Just waiting for one more park to open in Austin. That's announced that it's opening this summer. As soon as I get that date, I'll start planning everything. But I could see myself still doing the Worlds of Fun loop in October for the closeout because several of those Six Flags parks got bought by a new owner. So my season pass won't work anymore. So I kind of want to get over there and experience them while it's still free. Essentially, because after this year, they won't be in Six Flags hands anymore. But I'll keep you posted. That wouldn't be until after August, but maybe a little craft lunch would be nice. Worlds of Fun. Is it Worlds of Fun? Are they telling the truth? Or am I going to be sad? Shell says, heck yeah. Matt says, I've been seeing coaster issues, disasters in my feed lately for some reason. Are any realistic and and current or just clickbaits at a timely season? Clickbaits at well, you're asking the wrong you're asking the right person, because I know. I know probably more than the average person about safety and construction and redundancy and roller coasters, because I'm obsessed. It's timely for the season. I see a lot of it too, Matt, but I think for me it's just because it feeds me a lot of theme park and coaster stuff, because that's a lot of what I look at. But yeah. And usually things that are, you'd have to let me know about disasters. I haven't heard anything about disasters, but I feel like issues get highlighted in the modern era now because of TikTok and stuff. Like, oh, if a roller coaster train has a safety alert or has a pause and it pauses on the lift hill or something like that, then it looks very ominous, right? Just like a roller coaster train sitting there. But I haven't heard anything disaster. Like mass casualties? I don't know. I feel like I would have heard about that. But no, nothing that I know of. I like this song. This is the one that goes... Okay. Matt says I don't actually follow anything, so just weird. That is weird. Like, implosion takes out roller coaster, blah, 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 but yeah, imploded because they were removing it. Just, yeah. No. No. Okay, the next one has 45.7 grams, and I did want to do a shake through of these because this is one of the like deeper blues, and I usually love the deep blue fairy dust, so we'll see. But usually for me about 9 to 10 grams is what fits in these art dot jars, so when I see that I know like, okay, I'm gonna need probably about 5. Okay. Might not have picked the best tray to do show and tell, but oh my gosh, those look good. Those look good. And if you did watch my finish and review of my Queens Atelier where Hanbok holds its grace, I mentioned that the drills were kind of middle of the road, you know, nothing to write home about, other than the fairy dust looking really nice, and these look really nice. So it works that this entire kit is fairy dust. Which one is this? Vaughn says, give me 1 second and I will tell you. So this just came in today, Vaughn, straight from Korea. This is another Queens Atelier kit. This one was sent to me from the shop. I bought one as well. I bought one as well, but they sent this to me for free. This is the one I originally wanted from them, but it was sold out. It's called The King That Embraces the Moon, and it's a gentleman dressed in like a traditional Korean garb with these really beautiful flowers and petals kind of blowing by with kind of this exaggerated moon in the background. And it's 60 colors, 2 ABs, 2 glitter drills, 2 crystals, and 54 fairy dust. 80 by 60. Hand rendered, all that good stuff. Matt says, I have a theory that all the best suppliers and fresh molds and such are being used for dusts as the latest hotness. Regular resins are almost produced as seconds now. Let me tell you something. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Although I have experienced some fairy dusts that were not top notch, and were more trashy, but I can confirm, because I've heard directly from a shop, they said, oh, by the way, if you're a fan of those fairy dusts, you're gonna like ours, because our supplier sources them from the same manufacturer. So they are in fact the same fairy dust. I just don't want to, that was sent to me in private, so I'm not gonna say who, but you ain't wrong, Matt, you ain't wrong. Vaughn says, that'll fit right into your vibe. Yes, this is going to go up. I don't know where I'm going to put this one. I think I want this in the craft room. I want another man in here. Sorry, I don't know what that was. Yeah, I think it's going to go here in the craft room. My other one is probably going to go, honestly, to my stepdad. He's half Korean, and I think he would like that, so... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Liz says, ooh, that is beautiful. Can't wait to see it finished. I'm so excited. Matt says, I've had this at most shops. The dusts are nearly perfect. Regulars are more inconsistent. Yeah, they are. I think you left Elisa Maria's live before my towel warmer joke, just teasing you that you have robot appliances to talk to. I was literally like stepping in the shower when I saw or heard that. I was like, oh my gosh. But I knew you were. And I do. I mean, yes, I do, Matt. Okay, you know what? Fine. I guess Matt's calling me out. I have something in each room that I can be like, hey, whatever this person is, you know, they call them different names. I don't want to say her name, otherwise she'll be like, what do you want? But yeah. The bathroom one does not talk to me, though. That is just it's like a Bluetooth speaker. It's just a Bluetooth speaker in a towel warmer. But it is nice to have a speaker in the bathroom, because then I'll be like listening to an audiobook or I'm listening to music, and you can never hear it over the shower when it's like on your phone or whatever. But to have a little speaker in there, it's quite nice. Okay, 26. Okay, 27. Vaughn says, Matt, when you get old, you don't even need the robots to talk to. I just talk to the wind, I guess. I do that quite often. Well, actually, I talk to Apollo. I talk to him a lot. Oh my gosh, today. So this morning, before I started work, I was sitting on the couch. I made tea, and I was scrolling through Instagram, and this one reel, is that what I think they're called, reels on Instagram? One reel short popped up, and it was all of these huskies and malamutes. I think there was two huskies and two malamutes. Anyway, all in one house. One of them starts singing and howling, and before you know it, all of them are doing it, and they're just like, just absolutely wailing. And Apollo's a very quiet boy. He only barks when someone approaches the door, or someone knocks at the door, or he hears like a loud bang or noise. He'll bark to alert, but he does not just bark when people walk by with their dogs. He's very quiet. So he rarely, if ever, will howl. The only time he really kind of does it is in the morning when he's stretching. He'll go, ooh, when he's stretching, but he doesn't like howl. Well, I turn this video on and he perks up, and he's laying on the floor. I'm sitting on the couch and I'm talking to him like he's like a friend. I'm like, come up here, come see this. And I'm like patting the couch, and he jumps up and sits down, and I'm letting him watch it. And I'm like, here, look. And I'm like holding the phone towards him, and he starts going, like growling in his throat, and then he goes, ooh. He just starts doing it too, and he kept doing it, and you could see in his eyes that he was even shocked by the noise that he was making, because I've never seen him do that. He was just howling, and he's got this deep howl. He's just howling, and then eventually I think he like realized what he was doing. Instinct went back down, and he was like snapped out of it, and he just like jumped off the couch and walked away like embarrassed. It was fantastic. Next time he does it, I'm gonna have to film it, because he just doesn't ever howl. I think that's one of the first times I've heard him like really try to go for it, and he did okay. Matt says, hold on, let's change the song. I thought it did talk and was like a smart device that you just had to ask warm towels in a conversation while you do whatever you got to do in there. No, that would be nice, but no. It just says Bluetooth on, Bluetooth off. So, doesn't have a very good vocabulary. 28. Matt says, yeah, I do talk to pets. Dogs at least somewhat respond. Cats just think I'm nuts. Liz says, oh, he heard the sound of his people. Yeah, he did. He was like, like, what's happening? I am feeling weak. Like, I'm about to howl. What's happening? And then he was just like, ooh. It was hilarious. Matt says, too funny, let his inner wolf out. Yeah, he did. He got in the zone there for a minute. Oh, I should put a label on that. This one only has one blue. I need to remember to use that. Guess this is fine. 29. Okay, let's get some static out of that. My word. Queens Atelier needs to be making money off of whatever that is. Because that is too good. And their washi tape is... They do sell that a la carte, and that is too good as well. Let's give it a whole bag to work on, because that bag's fairly staticky. Wow. Oh, wow. All right. Okay, we just crested the halfway mark, and we're an hour and 7 minutes in, but I think I can jam through this next half. We did a lot of preamble, right? Ooh, that's a pretty one. I should have shared that one with you. I'm gonna share it with you. This is 938, chocolate brown. It's got these gold tops. Very dusty, frosty. Okay, then we have 939 fairy dust, which is the majority of the background, and there is 174 grams of this fairy dust. So that means I'm going to need probably 20... Well, I could, if I was to cram them, I could probably get this in 18 containers, but I'm going to say we'll end up using 20, and I have 21 left up here. We might use them all. Oh, my word. Let me get a whole bunch of them out. And I love this 939. I love a deep blue fairy dust. There was some on a kit that I destashed. I think it was a Van Gogh. Was it? I think it was Starry Night version 2, I think, from Diamond Art Club. And that's the first, I think one of the first times I had seen like a 939 fairy dust, and I was like, oh, give to me. Yeah. Has anyone watched any fun videos recently? Anyone? Oh my gosh. Leopard Leatherworks is in the house, all the way from sunny Arizona. Give it up for Leopard Leatherworks. Come on out to the stage. Hi. Whom may I be speaking to of the Leopard Leatherworks crew tonight? Hi, Carrie. I figured. How are you? This is another Korean small shop kit. Another one from Queens Atelier. They gifted me this kit. I'll show you it in just a second. Matt says, hello, Carrie. This is The King That Embraces the Moon from Queen's Atelier. It's a gentleman in a traditional Korean garb with beautiful flowers and a crescent moon behind him. I love it. Carrie's saying hi back. Matt says not really much. Not really much. Very intriguing or out of the norm video-wise. Avari says, hi, Carrie. Matt, were you in the Crosscraft live that went up this past Saturday? I watched it on replay and I was like, oh my word, these two are a trip. I feel like Leanne and why did that just leave my head? You've got to be kidding me. I'm having the biggest Leanne and she's gonna kill me if she ever hears this. Do not tell her that this just happened. Artie! I was getting Avari and Artie really twisted up. Oh, that hurt. Matt says, oh wait, let's go back. Avari says, hi, Carrie. Vaughn says, I think I heard you just moved to AZ. Are you all settled? Yeah, I found that out today too. Matt says, oh, the interview with Captured by Radiance in Dreamers was something different. Interview with Captured by Radiance in Dreamers? Are the Dreamers... Dreamers? Who's that? Dreamer Designs? I haven't heard of that. You need to exercise your email hands. Matt says yes. Carrie says, which one did you get? Ooh, it's like a diamond from a K-pop demon hunter. Kind of, yeah. And Matt says, I don't want Artie my other way. I was trying my best to hold whatever I could together in that chat. I saw it on the replay and I was like, oh my gosh, I wish they need to have a sitcom, those two, or like some sort of weekly after the event. I want Artie and Leanne just do Artie and Leanne. I love them both so much. I love everyone in the single and placing realm, but those two together, and then Artie kept leaving and you could absolutely see Leanne like kind of panicking a little bit, like, how do I fill this time? And it was gold. Love them. Carrie says, you mean Leanne from Diamonds and Doxies? Yes, that Leanne. She is just... I love her. I plan on seeing her in a few months, a couple months. Matt says the owners did a duo interview with the Winter Kings hosts. Wasn't the most insightful, but I applaud the attempt. Interesting. I'm not. I haven't seen this Dreamer Designs owner. I haven't seen or heard yet, but I find it quite. I find it quite interesting, and it makes me optimistic knowing that he's getting in the mix with the community. I just prefer a little less guarded real talk, but that's always wishful thinking from shops. Yeah. Okay, let me go back. Where did I leave off? Oh, Michelle says, I think Eric was on the live with Captured by Radiance and DP Hobbyist, I think. Leopard Leatherworks says, hi, Vaughn. Carrie says, hi, Vaughn. Matt says, I just prefer a little less guarded. Yeah, okay. Yes. Yeah, I agree. Carrie says, who's Artie? Artie is Artemis Dreams, I believe is her channel name. Do you want me to... Can I do that? Can I do that? Let me do it on my phone. Let me put her channel in the chat. Hold on. Please hold. Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line, and an agent will be with you shortly. Did you know you could pay your bill online? Just go to www.singleandplacing.com, and it's a click away. If someone beats me to it, I'm going to be so mad. I'm working my tail off to get this right now. Okay, share, copy link, go into my own live like a crazy person, paste. We are up, ready to churn pens. We rely on Sunday night. Oh, we rely on Sunday night, and it was kind of a comical with the power in YouTube. Something happened? Avari's laughing at me. Vaughn says, I'm already liking some of the different looking artwork they're adding, Dreamer Designs artwork. Okay, I'm going to go back over, you know how it went with me in Dreamer Designs and those squares. So I haven't been over in a hot minute. I'll go take a look, but I'm gonna be side-eyeing everything and peeking around corners, checking under the couch cushions for gapping, hiding. Matt says I can provide links, but I wouldn't trust me either. I'll email what I can for podcast research. Okay, so. Okay, yes. Certain things, yes, Matt. Just know that not everything will make its way towards the podcast, but just because, certain things. However, those same topics might be excellent content for me personally. You little brat. Hey. So yeah. Carrie says Artemis. I know her. Oh geez, yes, Artemis. Artie. Sorry, Yeah, that was tough for me to pick up on too when I first kind of started engaging. I was like, who's Artie? Engaging with Artie, I mean. Artemis. And then I'd see her in a chat and someone would be like, Artie! And I'm like, who? Who? Oh. Ah. Oh, that was just a messy pour in general. My word. You really need a mess. Okay. Jeez Louise. So I got away with that using 18, which is what I had anticipated. But I didn't really have to cram them in, so maybe they could probably hold maybe up to like 11 grams. Anyway, regardless, I need 18 of those. 33. Oh my gosh. What did I just say? I think I said 16. I hope so. Okay, let's change this song. We're not traversing the cosmos tonight. I loved the look on the light pad, although it may not always show canvas as the best light for those that aren't used to looking at it like that. The light pad? The light pad from the finish and review? Give me that context, Matt. Give me that context, Matt. If that's, yeah, I think, okay, yes, you did mean that. Yeah, I tried to do that little pan over just to show, because I find that turning the light pad on highlights the gapping more, but I don't know if it 100% came off that well because it was light outside and through the window, so I don't think it did what I exactly wanted it to do, and also I feel like that moved way too fast. I'm definitely going to slow it down next time, so I might film that at night going forward, as opposed to during the day. Yeah, film that piece at night and then cut it into the rest of the finish and review, because it was meant to show the gapping, but looks really bad if you don't use a light pad. What looks bad? Okay, we're coming back to you, Matt. Tell me what looks bad. Okay. Carrie says, I have some Salmon Japan kits to unbox. Really? To share, I got Daisy Grace from Starry Night. I love Daisy Grace. Well, Carrie, I know we've already talked about this previously, but if you want to film a video or something to collaborate on a Summer of Seoul video, because we still have the rest of this month and all of July, let me know, and we can work it out. If you want to do an unboxing or a whip-in chat or, final thoughts, anything about those kits, let me know. Carrie says, how to check out Dreamer Designs if they're, maybe have to check out Dreamer Designs if they're getting different artwork. Matt says, gapping looks really bad for those that have never seen their canvas. Oh, okay, thank you. I feel like Matt's sitting there like, let me spell it out for you, because you can't connect the dots tonight. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad that helps. Yeah, and it might freak people out to see it like that, but I think that's how you can really see the level of gapping versus like from one kit or one shop to the next, you kind of got to get in there. And so I think that's helpful. I hope it's helpful. Did I see Colette? Hello, darling. So Colette says, good evening. Matt says, I appreciate it as I do use a light pad and that does weigh on how enjoyable an experience is. Yes. I don't use a light pad day to day in diamond painting. I got that specifically to show off or show gapping on canvases. I only take it out when I only pull it from against the wall when it's time to film a finish and review. Do you think that using the light pad, everyone, Matt, everyone, now, do you use the light pad to help you discern the symbols better? Or do you use the light pad to help fix gapping, like adjust it so there's no more light peeking through? Or is it a little bit of both? Why do you use a light pad? Sound off. Is that what they say? Ooh, you can really see the anti-static sheet residue in that container. Hello. Who jumped in? Colette jumped in. Colette, I am kitting up a kit called The King That Embraces the Moon by Queens Atelier. 60 by 80 centimeter, 2 ABs, 2 glitter, 2 crystal, and 54 fairy dust. Caw. Okay, I made one too many. All right, whew, that bad boy's done. Matt says just my light in general, I suppose, is easier to see symbols on most. Vaughn says to see the symbols, especially with dark backgrounds. Colette says I use a light pad because I have old lady eyes. Oh my goodness. Colette says, oh, I love that. Vaughn says, me too, Colette. Matt says, I do find the really stiff, more canvas, like canvases, diamond dots mostly actually, it makes far fuzzier symbols and sometimes need to switch to overhead only. Interesting. I don't want to listen to the birds anymore. Let's change the song. Interesting. Okay. I tried using one very early on in my diamond painting life. Like that was one of my first like extra fun upgrades. And I stopped using it pretty quickly. I thought it made it a little bit harder for me to see. So I just use overhead. But maybe I'll crack out this light pad and try using it for what it's intended and see if I like it. Because it would be kind of nice just to leave it up here and not have to... I guess I'd have to take it off to do unboxings and other stuff, but yeah, I don't know. Vaughn says, I'll fuss with gapping a little, but it disappears when done, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah. And Colette says, same, Matt. Matt says, red symbols especially get really fuzzy, thankfully not on most canvases anymore. Yeah, I remember having some issues with some older shops, or shops that older canvases from shops. That the reds, oranges with the white printing is kind of like, what is that? Okay, that's done. I can go here. And that's it for our first 60 piece art from Art Dot. So let's move on to the next 60. And our next color. Vaughn says I've added an overhead now too, so maybe the light pad is just force of habit. Maybe. Yeah, I have to use an overhead light, and it has to be on my right side, coming from in front of me down. Otherwise, it casts a shadow over where I'm working versus helping me, and I'm left-handed, so it needs to be on the right side. Matt says I'd prefer to have a shadowless, mild but effective light to see symbols that didn't highlight gaps so much, but I'm getting better. Oh, nice. Okay. Colette says, love that tray so much. Yeah, this is a Mooney made tray. It's a custom. Single and placing. This is actually a filament that has not been released yet on Mooney made. But when I ordered my custom, I asked her, please do something fun, do whatever you want. And so she sent me a note with this saying, I'm testing out a filament that we're considering releasing. So I'm testing it on you now. That's fine by me. $37. Oh, this is nice. Matt says, as much as I mess with Mia about her hatred of rounds, I'm totally with her on any little space. Drives me nuts on squares, obviously. Yeah, I go back and forth. Actually, it depends on the kit. If I'm working up a kit and I can tell with my sloppy placing, or that it's not going to be perfect based off of the first few sections, and I'm like, okay, then I don't have to fuss. I don't have to fuss because it's just not gonna, I'll be fussing forever. But with that Starry Night Studio canvas, after the first couple sections and realizing how perfectly they were aligning, I was like, oh, so then I had to make sure that I wasn't screwing that up. So then I'm like, I was fussing more than I normally would, because I'm like, well, it has the opportunity to be perfect, so why not make that happen? Rounds are just so much more relaxing to me, Matt says, but I do like squares also. Yeah. I've been a squares boy for no other reason than most of the kits. All of the Korean small shops and Japanese small shops that I've been shopping from are squares exclusively. So that's why I've been a squares boy for the majority of the year. I think the last time I did a round was when I did that Margaret Morales and Dreamer Designs, I think. So that was at the beginning of the year. But I do like a round. I'll see how I feel when I go back to rounds after all these squares. Colette says, I watched you unbox it and loved both that and the rose gold one. I hope she releases that gradient you're using. Yeah, I hope so too. And... oh, gee, hold on, let me scroll. Michelle, sorry, this needs to move. Okay, Michelle says, night, I'll catch you later. Good night. Have a good night. Thank you for being here. And Matt says, I think that's what I do too. Squares have the chance to fit perfectly together, so I really want them to. Yeah, Yep. You're right. You right. Okay, this is 24 grams, so let's get 3 containers out. This is 3750 fairy dust. Another beautiful blue. There's something about that blue mica that just gets me. Oh, they just look like little galaxies. What color is this? This needs to go in the random pile, which I guess I'll put up here. Matt says good night to Michelle. Michelle says thank you. Vaughn says I would rather have gaps than have to force in the drills. Canvas by numbers does rounds so perfectly. They line up like squares with no gaps except those little corners. Interesting. Okay. Isn't that... Okay, yeah. That is interesting. Okay, I'll have to keep that in mind. Michelle says night, Matt. Avari says good night. Michelle says night, Avari. Oh. Matt says, yeah, seeing most companies looking at making their rounds fit really well is a welcome new trend. Yeah. I agree. I have that one from Mooney Made sitting up here. Kitted up, not started yet. It is Moonlit Ember by Terra Nord and Mooney Made. It looks really nice, and I've heard good things about these. Oh, that's a square. Never mind, that's a square. I need to get around from Mooney Made. Anyway, I've heard good things about Mooney Made's rounds and how they tightened them up. So, yeah. Colette says, night night. Oh my word. Seeing very little in the way of resin bits and bobs. I mean, this is my trash tray when I catch little resin bits, and usually I have a little pile going here. Right now I have 2 little pieces of resin bits, so that's a good sign. Colette says, I just finished a new round from Mooney Made and it's beautiful. Oh, nice. What did you do? I will be starting Moonlit Ember, my Mooney Made, in August. August for the month, until it's done. I don't know if it'll take me a whole month, but it'll be starting in August. I'm doing it alongside another content creator And we will be... I haven't worked out all the details, but we'll be doing some content together. Just working on a kit together because we both happen to have it and are excited to do it. And that's a full fairy dust, moony dust. I forget what she calls her fairy dust, pixie dust, I don't know. But yeah, so if you do have Moonlit Ember or... Yeah, if you want to do it along... It's not an event, it's nothing other than a review. Workup and review. But it'll have at least two people participating. I need 44. That's a 4. Okay. It's Moonlight Ember, the fox one? Yes, yeah. Avari says, is Moonlight Ember the fox one? I love that one. Yep, that's the fox one. We're starting that August 1st. Just a little fun thing. Yes. So I think these will hold, I'd say 11 grams max. That's 10.9, and that's like right up there. Okay, let's move on from this song. Avari says, yay! Yes, I want to see that thing come together. I gotta see it. And it has been literal years since I've done a Moony Made canvas. Okay, we have 30.7, so let's take 4 out just in case. 30.7 grams of this yellow fairy dust. In the Meadow by Carrie Creates. Colette, I'll have to go take a look at that. I don't think I'm going to be doing any actual diamond painting tonight because I'm fading fast tonight. I think this might be a kid up and sleep instead of a kid up and whip. But I work tomorrow. I have a partial day tomorrow. And then I am off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for my birthday. Colette says, very floral and bright. I did it for Pride Month. Happy Pride. Oh, happy Pride to you as well. And Matt says, I'm working on Diamond Dot's Mona Lisa at the moment. Also, Becca Tyndall mystery kit for her and Pride events. Nice. Cool. I just started my next whip, which is my King Demond canvas from Korea. And that is far more colorful and has like some more bright kind of colors. So I know that Chris has a Pride event going on right now, and I'm like, is it too late to... I don't want prizes or to formally join or anything like that, but maybe go on the Facebook group and be like, I'm here also working on something. But it took me way longer to finish that Queens Atelier kit than I had anticipated with the move. You know what? Moving sucks, but you know what's nice about moving is after you move, you can point to the fact that you're within like, I'd say like 2 months on either end before you move and after you move. Anytime someone asks you to do something, or you've been procrastinating on something, or you just don't feel like doing something, you can just be like, with the move and all, but with the move, it was just tough. It's really hard, see, everything's just up in the air, with the move and everything. Oh, I love it. But I think I've milked that pretty much dry. So I guess I'm gonna have to figure out something else. Okay, hold on. Matt says, okay, we've got that. Colette says, yay, the big 4-0, I know. Avari says, happy early birthday. I'm very excited. This is potentially my favorite birthday year yet. Vaughn says, happy birthday. My son-in-law is 40 tomorrow. Also Anthony. Whoa, twinsies. Matt says, you are not doing any old masters this summer, are you? Just focusing on the international kits? Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I didn't do any old masters last year. I withdrew myself from co-hosting Summer with the Masters so I could travel. And I just didn't. I think once you're out, you're out. I don't know. I certainly didn't ask to come back. I'll say that, but I also wasn't asked. Which I wasn't interested again this year because I'm planning on traveling. So yeah, no. I would have done one in solidarity for sure. But this whole Summer of Seoul, once I started getting these Korean and Japanese kits coming in, and I was like, oh wow. I was like, I know myself. I'm not going to be able to just put these in the closet and walk away from them indefinitely. Like, I was going to start on them. Not only was I obsessed with international shops and small shops and exploring, but I have an obsession for Asian culture, Asian businesses, music, skincare. I was obsessed with Korean skincare for years, still am. So I should have known that this was going to captivate me. But yeah. So I think I would have done one, but this has completely consumed my summer. And I think it's good. I'll be able to do some old masters for Muka Mania, so I'm not going to miss out. Colette says, I moved a year and a half ago and still using that excuse. Matt says, happy birthday to Anthony's. Yay! Whoop, whoop, whoop. So yeah, I'm not... I don't have any plans. Thursday, I'm taking Apollo to the vet. He has to get an update on one vaccine because he's going to doggy daycare on Saturday. So I have the vet appointment on Thursday to get him all caught up, and then I need to send his vaccination records over to the daycare. And then that's it. So I plan on doing a lot of diamond painting on Thursday. And then Friday, I have zero plans. The new podcast episode will be up, but I don't have any plans other than either listening or participating in on Mia's 8-hour live. That's coming on Friday. And diamond painting. And then Saturday, I leave here at 7:30 in the morning because it's a 2.5-hour drive to get up to 7 in the morning, 2.5-hour drive to get up and drop Apollo off at the doggy daycare. I'm taking him up to the mountains and having him dog sat there, and then drop him off, go to the amusement park for the day, go pick him up, then go to the Airbnb for the night, and that's where we'll have the party there. I guess the whole day is the party. But yeah, there's now, I think the count's up to 17 of us are going up. Some are only going up for the day, but 14 of us are staying the night at this beautiful Airbnb that I found. It's on like 26 acres. Vaughn says, I'll take that plural. Thanks, Matt. I'll pass it along. Happy birthday to the Anthonys. Colette says, OMG, I first thought you said he asked to go to the vet and then a bunch of Apollo butts. And Colette says, that sounds great. I'm so excited. I'm going to an amusement park with like over a dozen of my friends, and we're just going to absolutely mob that. Not mob as in cause a ruckus, but I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I just can't wait to, you know, I don't know. Like what a 40th to like, we're all going to the theme park and then like we're going to go back to the house and get pizza and listen to Missy Elliott and just hang out. You're invited. Like it's very, I don't know. It's perfect. It is so what I want and need. And the theme for the house party is mid 2000s house party. So I've got my Abercrombie hoodie and my cargo khaki shorts and my flip flops and my puka shell necklace. And that the hoodie and the puka shell necklace are from high school. I found them. I found them when I was moving. I've created a whole playlist that's like, it's like all the hip hop jams. It's the Usher, it's the 50 Cent, it's the Ludacris, it's the Chris Brown, it's the, Danity Kane, it's the Christina Milian. It's all of that, a whole playlist for the night. Everyone's getting dressed up in what they wore during that era, no matter how old they were, mid 2000s. Two of my friends are making Jungle Juice. I'm bringing Four Locos, Smirnoff Ice, and then I'll probably have to bring a pack of cigarettes because I don't smoke, but at the time I was probably thinking I was cool and trying to, so I'll probably have to do that. And then I'm going to Bath and Body Works and getting some stuff for the bathroom, like cucumber melon and the Abercrombie cologne and the hair gel and the Axe body spray. Like I want to put little scenes together throughout the Airbnb to bring it to that time. I want it to look like 2005 in there. So we're going to have pizza rolls and bagel bites and toaster strudels and all the things. So I'm taking plenty of pictures. Colette says, I feel like this is going to be a great year for you. Matt says, happy 14th. I mean 40th. Seriously, I'm so excited. I think it's going to be a fun time. People seem to really like the idea. So I was like, let's do it. Let's go back, baby. Let's go back for a little bit. Just for one night. Avari says, cucumber melon. OMG, that sounds so fun. I had to go there and they were like, that's actually a retired scent, but we're bringing it out of retirement for the summer. So you need to come back on Monday. That was yesterday. And so I need to go back. I'm like, out of retirement, huh? Make me feel old. And then I was like, what about pearberry? Do you have pearberry? And she's like, I don't think so. I was like, okay, never mind. I'll be on my way. Apparently the kids working at the Bath and Body Works don't know nothing about pearberry. So, but yeah. Colette says they brought it back for you. Yeah. They sure did. But yeah, and I'm bringing Apollo, so I'm going to probably do some kind of hike the next day. But I'm not holding anybody to any plans the next day, just based off of how everyone's feeling. Because I think it's gonna be a party. So I'm like, I'm not gonna force anyone to be like, okay, I know you feel like crap, and I do think you puked in that potted plant. Just kidding. My friends would not do that in an Airbnb. They would take it outside. I'm just kidding. I don't know what they do. But I'm sure people are going to be feeling the hurt. But my intention is to go on a long hike. So I don't want to force them. If they don't want to come, they just want to pack up and get out of there. That's fine. Some people were talking about maybe the hot springs, but I can't bring Apollo. So hike it is. All right, guys, we're almost there. Whew. I took a shower before I filmed with Mia today. We filmed our portion of the podcast that isn't the interview portion today. And I had taken Apollo for a long walk, so I was like, let me shower. I'm all hot and sweaty from being out here. Took a shower, filmed that. Then I filmed these 2 unboxings, so I've been under these lights for like 5 hours now. And I feel like I need to get in the shower again. Colette says hot springs and hangovers. Now that's a vibe. Yeah, it is. And I want to partake, but I just don't want to leave my boy, you know. I didn't want to leave my boy. I'm up there gallivanting in the mountains and he has to stay down here. So, yeah. But I like hiking a lot, so no problem. Matt says, how is it there? Silly hot most places this past week. It was pretty mild / comfortable up until even today. Colette says I was being sarcastic. Oh, okay. I think you're being sarcastic, but some of my friends think that is a vibe. Okay, let me look at what the high was. It felt warmer today. Tomorrow, apparently, it's supposed to be, I think, in the mid 90s. Where do I put my weather? I put it here in this folder. Okay. It's 76 right now where I am. So that's mild. We'll dip all the way down to like this to 67. And yeah, tomorrow's a high of 93 with wind gusts. Yeah. The high today was 92. Okay. Yeah, that felt like it. It felt like it. Matt says, though I know further south was miserable, but thought the mountains wasn't so bad. I mean, we're right up against the foothills, so we're still technically in like the plains part of Colorado. We're like as far west as you can get without saying I live up in the mountains. Golden is pretty much your last stop before you can say we're in the mountains. So we're right up against them. So we get that drier kind of desert summer a lot of the times. Vaughn says, "Oh, I hate the hot wind." I can't. So guess what? Tomorrow's the day, Vaughn. We get to do that. But I got new AC today, so I marked safe. Ooh, look at you, fancy. I've got it actually is more helpful when it's that dry heat. Because for me, with my setup right now, because I have the swamp cooler, so it needs that warm, dry air to moisten and cool down. If it's that kind of hot muggy, then it doesn't do anything other than make things muggier. So I might actually be in the clear tomorrow as long as I stay inside. And I'll usually what I do on those days is I do an early, like a morning walk with Apollo, and then let him out front for a little while or out on the patio, and he can come and go as he pleases when it's warm. And then at night, I'll take him for another walk so we can kind of beat the heat. All right, last two. We're on our crystals now. Colette says, "Nice, Vaughn." Matt says, "That's not terrible there. I meant just in comparison to the whole region and the state." Oh, yeah, yeah. It's not. I mean, we get into the hundreds here in the summer pretty frequently, but I could not do a Phoenix or an Albuquerque. But up in the mountains, let's see what it's going to be like up where we're going. So Glenwood on Saturday is going to have a high of 80 and then a high of 76 on Sunday. Whereas here, the high is going to be a high of 93 here and on Saturday and a high of 83 on Sunday. So like 10 degrees cooler up there, which doesn't sound like a ton, but the difference between 80 and 93 is, in my opinion, pretty drastic. I'm like the type of person that's like, okay, it can be -2 all the way up to 40. That's not that big of a difference in my opinion. And then like 50s to 80s are like my sweet spot. And then there's this huge jump. Once you hit 90 plus, I'm like, okay, bye now. I have to leave. I must be going. It is simply too hot. Okay, 60. That was our last color. I need to put my trash and my randoms in. Trash, random. Okay, so I only had these 2 little bits of trash, but I will count them and we'll see how much more I find throughout the work of this kit. And I had 3 random drills that I left behind. Oops, almost did it again. All right, everyone. Wait, hold on. Colette says, here in New England, it feels like we're just heading into spring. Nice. Oh, I wish. Matt says, I had 100-degree days in Colorado. I would have taken over 85 and the humidity back home here in PA. Honestly, yeah, you're not wrong. I like the Pennsylvania weather when I was there in late May, early June. I have a love affair with the East Coast. Mainly because it's theme park related, but it's also beautiful. So someday, I was supposed to go to Pittsburgh this year, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Vaughn says, anymore I'm becoming an indoor cat. Colette says, I remember summer in Colorado was hot but not humid, so that was nice. Yeah, I guess I would not like 100-something degrees and humidity, but the dryness, it just sucks the life out of you sometimes, it feels like. Like you're just constantly licking your lips and looking for the chapstick, and everything's always so, like, your skin's dry. I love the humidity, but I want it to be high of 87 throughout the year and a whole mess of humidity, and I'd be very happy. Anyway, all right. Well, thanks, guys, for coming along. We are all kitted up. We're done. I appreciate you being here, and you will see this kit soon-ish as a whip. And stay tuned for some more exciting stuff. I have another kit that's being sent to me from Queens Atelier. I've got a Ditsy's Diamond Den kit that needs to be taken care of, a Fallon Gems kit, Sparkle New Zealand, and there's some Mystical Dream Diamonds kits that are coming very, very soon that I can't tell you any specifics about because it's a crazy surprise. I can't wait to share it with you all. I've got a secret, but you'll know in like 2 weeks. Okay. Vaughn says, nice to visit with y'all. Avari says, good night, guys. Good night, everyone. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.